All right, so I'm here with Jeff Keim, who is known as Quantum Jeff. And Jeff is a coach, a consultant, an author, and a restaurateur. And mostly why we're talking with Jeff today is because he's an esteemed coach, and we're going to dive in with Jeff about his style and what he's been up to and why he's a coach and why coaching is out there, and I think why coaching is desired, right? And ideally what it is that he's up to in the world. If you had to define coach, what do you say it is?
The best coaches in the world are the coaches that realize that everything that you require is inside of you. You are God's highest form of creation, and you have been given a gift by God that is more potential and talent and resource than you could ever possibly use in a lifetime. And your gift back to God, my gift back to God, is to try and develop as much of that talent and resource and availability that we have, letting them understand that everything that they need is inside of them. So whether it's a life coach, a quantum leap coach, or whether it was Bear Bryant or Don Shula on the football field, the very best coaches knew how to get more out of the players than they thought they had inside.
I love how you said it, which is that you have it. We all have it like it's somewhere out there, but no, it's right here, right?
Exactly. Same thing with energy. Energy, people talk about getting more energy. No one can get any more energy. All the energy that ever was or will be is already here, and it's already moving to and through us all the time. When people talk about feeling more energy, it's because what they do is they allow themselves to express more of that energy that's already inside of them. But everybody has the same amount of unlimited energy.
Got it. Any keys into finding more of that?
Yes. The key to finding more energy is to relax. We have a tagline, relax, align, refine, and ultimately shine like the diamond that you are and how you were created. And what we mean by that is, again, it's counterintuitive. You would be better off relaxing and getting in alignment with the power and the energy that literally created this universe and keeps the planet spinning in orbit than you would trying to go out and force things to happen. We try and coach and teach is that what they need to do is get in alignment and relax, refine what it is they want to accomplish and how they want to accomplish it. Then the actions that they take will be inspired action, and they'll find that the actions come much smoother. So anybody who's ever hit a tennis ball on the sweet spot, or a baseball or a golf ball on the sweet spot, the shots that go the furthest are the ones that you barely feel and that you almost put no effort into. And then they jump off the face of the club like a rocket. And that's really what we teach people to do in their own lives.
Absolutely. I'd like to give you an opportunity to kind of tell us a little bit about you and just really how you came into this business, how you find yourself as a coach. Give us a little background, will you?
Absolutely. I was graduated with a finance degree and thought I was going to go out onto Wall Street and be Alex P. Keaton. And I had a timeline and a program put together to do that until my wife sauntered into my life and kind of upset the whole apple cart. And I realized that I didn't want to raise a family in Manhattan or New Jersey. And so I started off on a different career track that really took me into real estate. And I owned an auction company along with that real estate career. I did that for 18 years. And then I was a Series 7 financial registered rep and did financial planning and investing for folks for around 9 years. And then I had a couple stints in professional fundraising and then circled back. All of those had really been helping people make good decisions, helping shepherd them. What I had always loved doing and what I had been exposed to was a coach and a mentor and some ideas and concepts years ago that I used to varying degrees of effectiveness throughout all of my career track, but I never really dialed it in and didn't know why and knew that that's what I wanted to do. So when I finally got around to freeing myself up and being able to make some choices on what I wanted to do next in life, I knew who I wanted to go see and that I wanted to get into business with them. And so that's what I did through Proctor Gallagher Institute, got certified through them, really solidified these concepts and began sharing them and teaching them, facilitating them with other people. So that's what we do now.
Got it. Okay. And, Tell me a little bit more about that part where you're talking about connecting with people and really helping, consulting with them about, making the better choices. What about that? Where's the magic in that for you?
The magic in that for me was seeing the satisfaction that people attained. When I got into selling, and probably for many years, I dealt with, I think, some paradigms around selling, that selling was doing something to people, or that selling was pestering, or that selling was somehow was slick. It's actually doing something for people. And that the best sales are actually joining hands and walking down a path to agreement. And so seeing that come to fruition, whether that was with real estate, people that wanted to sell their house, or people that were moving into a new house, the biggest satisfaction in those situations came from handing people the keys, walking over the threshold, having a dinner party at their house, seeing their face at a closing when they became new homeowners. That was the biggest satisfaction that I got out of those situations. And even through other careers that were always sales in nature, but I always approached them from a consultative standpoint of those situations. And even through other careers that were always sales in nature, but I always approached them from a consultative standpoint. So when I was doing investing for people, sometimes investing can be very cut and dry, but our biggest joy was seeing the smile on people's faces when they actually got that retirement dream, or they were able to put the grandson through college, or they were able to buy the mid-crisis sports car that they had always wanted. And on the other side of that was the relief that would come over people's face when you helped them solve a financial issue that had kept them awake at night. Most people, their largest point of stress or point of pain in their life tends to revolve around finances. It's the leading cause of divorce in our country, and it's what ails many people because they worry so much about the money. So helping people solve those issues and bringing relief to those situations was really where we got a lot of personal enjoyment. And then again, that through fundraising, seeing people either helping out a legacy and being able to give money. When I got into philanthropy at the highest levels, what I really found out was that I thought it was most important from the receiving side of philanthropy. And what I found out was it's actually even more important or impactful sometimes from the giving side. People are very moved and put a lot of time and effort into deciding where they want their resources to go. And so that was a whole different phase of my career, and actually learning about people when I learned about giving and receiving, that there's beauty in both.
Totally. Awesome. I think that's a great segue in talking about people being moved into obviously what you're doing now, right? In coaching. And, give me an idea of the type of coaching that you like to specialize in, maybe the clientele. Where is it that really you like to make a difference?
Yeah, good question, because there's so many coaches nowadays, and many people ask me, are you a life coach? And I say, well, yes and no. What we do is I help improve the quality of people's lives. And it's really as open-ended as that. Our wheelhouse when we coach people is helping them change their thinking to dramatically affect their results. What we let our clients do is bring their biggest need to us. And through our coaching process, we actually help them winnow down what is it that they want to work on in their life. And they can work on all of those areas, but we help them determine what's the most important one to work on now, and we get to work at that. And why I call our practice a quantum leap coach is because we specialize in helping people bring about dramatic results that go against logic and convention, and also results that people can attain that would seemingly jump over many of what would be considered the regular required steps. We actually talk to our clients about 50, 200, 500% increases year over year. People will fight us on the fact that there's no substitute for hard work. And we actually believe that work is one of the worst ways to earn money. You should work for your spiritual satisfaction. You should earn money from multiple income sources that continually increase on a constant basis.
Mm.
And that is counterintuitive. And so that's where we're kind of different and unique than many other coaches.
Why should I have a coach?
The very best and most elite of anybody in any profession in the world all have the world's best coaches. They may not call them coaches. They may call them mentors. They may call them a mastermind. They may call them peers.
There's this thing in society where I can do it all myself. Like I don't need help, right?
Mm-hmm.
I should be able to do it all myself. What is it that you say to those people?
So yeah, actually that's a fantastic question, because it's a question that I actually asked myself many years ago. I first stumbled on these concepts in 1995, and Bob Proctor was the keynote speaker. And he came out, and first thing he did was start flipping mad yo-yo tricks, which was really impressive. It was a great icebreaker. But what I went on to listen to was him explain how my mind worked. He was the first person that ever gave me a picture of my mind that I could work with in my head. And he also taught me about the knowing-doing gap, why it was that I wasn't doing what I knew how to do. We all know things that we should do. We can't for the life of us figure out why we don't do them. It's the reason why gyms fill up in January. At the end of March, they're mostly empty. They'll be even emptier in July, and then they'll fill up again next January. Right. The smart people will go in next January to the gym and say, hey, last year I didn't even last through the end of March. This year I'm getting a personal trainer. And they'll go up to the desk and they'll say, hey, not only do I want to re-up my membership, but do you have personal trainers? Because I need somebody to stand beside me. I don't want to do this on my own. The days that I don't feel like being here, I need to know there's somebody here waiting for me. The days I don't feel like working legs, I need somebody to say, nope, sorry, it's Tuesday, it's leg day. We're working legs. And that's where self-study almost never works.
I thought about the thing you said about you have to have that accountability structure, right? Self-study just isn't that effective. Why do you think that is?
And I think why self-study doesn't work, it's lack of accountability, but it's also because of a paradigm. Paradigms are a set of habits or beliefs that control our behavior. They control our habitual behavior. And the sad thing that most people don't know is that 95% of our behavior is habitual. So if you don't address the internal beliefs, mental limiting beliefs that you have that are controlling your behaviors, which keep getting you the results you don't want, then you can undo them for a very short period of time, but you will not see long-term results that stick.
Who's right for a coach? Like, how would I know that I'm ready for a coach?
Sure. The person who's ready for a coach is literally anybody who examines the results in their life and they're not happy with the results they're getting in any area. It's not complicated. If you want to know what your limiting beliefs are and you want to know what your paradigm is, you want to know what your self-image is in any area of your life, it's very simple. You look at your results. It's not because of somebody else. It's not because of any outside circumstance. It's literally because of who you think you are and the limiting beliefs that you have.
So then let's dive a little bit more into your personal mission, your purpose. Like, what is all this about?
Very easy. It's about creating greater good. And literally, I wake up every day and my goal is to improve the quality of other people's lives. Yeah. And I can't coach the entire world, so I don't try to. What I do is I look for the people that resonate with our style, my style, and then I work with them. And I let them help tell us what it is that they want to improve. And then we set about improving it. And we have an extremely good track record because it's a system. It was a system that's been developed over 57 years. It's a system that's been tried, proven, tested, refined, and enhanced through some of the largest corporations in the world. The IBMs, the Remaxes, the Prudentials, the MetLifes, the Great Easterns, the Malaysia Airlines, on and on and on. These concepts and ideas specifically is developed through Bob Proctor and then now the Proctor Gallagher Institute have been battle tested over and over and over. And it's not a question of if it works anymore. It's a matter of how hard you want to apply.
Anything you want to say about your style or anything unique value proposition you bring versus some other coach?
I think my style, one, is it's fairly laid back. I think I bring a lot of humor to the table. I think we definitely try and get people not to take themselves too seriously. life is short. It is meant to be lived and enjoyed. And so our style is helping you do what Steve Jobs recommended, which is look in the mirror every day before you get ready to do whatever it is you're going to do, and ask yourself, if this was my last day on earth, would I do what I'm about to go do today?
Anything you'd like to say for your company, promotion wise, like anything you've got going on, like you want to describe any of your formats? Really it's just an opportunity to promote Quantum Jeff and what you guys got going on.
Where we actually specialize is in helping people diagnose issues. So we're open to offer anybody, literally on the face of the planet, a 15-minute strategy session. You tell us what your biggest challenge is. Let us see if we can help you diagnose that, provide you some value. And then if you want to talk to us about working with us on a more in-depth professional basis, we're happy to do that. Our standard program is Thinking into Results, and that's a 24-week program that we engage with people. Some of it is group coaching, some of it's coaching to companies, some of it's one-on-one, and we have tailored options depending on what people want.
Anything that you can think of, anything else you want to say, anything you feel like we've missed?
How I enjoy spending my days every day, I just get really jazzed about waking people up. Most people are going through life in a daze and in a slumber. And so what we do is try and wake people up. Somebody thought enough of me to wake me up one day, and I continue to get more and more awake each and every day. And so we're just trying to share that with as many people as we can. Thanks.
Well, first off, I just want to thank you personally. Thanks for being on here. And
thank you.
Absolutely. From CoachMatchMe, our goal is, of course, to deliver you, the people that are right for you. And so cool. We really appreciate it. And we really get your mission and your commitment to waking up the world. And that I just want to acknowledge and honor you for. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for having us on. And I'm sure we'll talk to each other again. Again, I appreciate you sourcing us out. And, this is a big world, and it needs a lot of coaches. And there's people that don't resonate with me and wouldn't resonate with you. And,
Totally. Yes. There's tons of room, and we welcome more competition.
There you go. Amateurs compete, professionals create and collaborate.
That's right. I love that.